Hello everyone, this is Dr. Vigneshwar Mekha, Assistant Professor of Geography, Government Degree College for Women's, Autonomous, Begumpet. And in this session, we will look into the definitions, objectives, and scope of economic geography, part 2. In the present session, we are going to focus on the following points. They are economic activities as a core of economic geography. As part of it, we will look into 3 categories: production, exchange, and consumption. Now, let us start the session. Economic geography mostly emphasizes on the production, distribution and consumption of the economic activities. Most of the economic geographer wishes to display the spatial distribution of these human economic activities and to understand why they are located as they are now. A significant part of this understanding lies in recognizing how economic activities are interrelated in particular areas and how the economic activities are tied to other economic activities at other locations. Economic activities still form the core economic geography. Whatever may be the approach of the study, the economic activities can be grouped into the following 3 categories, namely the production, exchange, and consumption. Production. The production includes the following 5 human economic activities. They are primary activities, secondary activities, tertiary activities, quaternary activities, services, and quinary activities or services. And let us look into each of these activities in detail. Primary activities. They include old age activities of production, which are directly or indirectly taken from the earth, such as hunting animals, gathering wild products, extracting minerals from the earth's crust, fishing from the rivers, lakes, oceans, and growing trees, etc. In other words, the primary activities includes production and attraction of goods from the nature directly. In general, 5 primary activities recognized as the following. They are agriculture, cattle grazing, forest production, hunting and fishing, and mining and quarrying. These are the principal primary activities that have been recognized. The second is secondary activities. The secondary activities increases the value or usefulness of a previously existing item by changing its form or structure. Such activities include manufacturing and commercial agriculture activities. In other words, the secondary activities include the increase of the economical value or the utility value of the goods or the things that are directly gathered or extracted from the nature and giving value to them and increasing their economic value. The third is tertiary activities. Tertiary activities involves the service sector rather than the tangible goods. In this tertiary production activities, no particular articles is directly related. Various kinds of aids are rather used for transport, distribution, and primary and secondary production also. The fourth is quaternary services. The quaternary services represent the special type of services or production such as financial services, health services, education services, information services, and data processing services, etc. And last but not least, the quinary activities or services. The quinary activities includes high-level managerial and executive administration services, both in public and private sector. For instance, the research scientists, legal authorities, financial advisors, and professional consultants are included in this quaternary activity. Now, we will look into the exchange. Exchange services or activities are important for production of goods and services. It is through exchange that a product reaches to its consumer from the manufacturing region. The following services and activities are included in exchange activities. They are: 1. Transportation and distribution of services. 2. Exchanging services and ideas by telecommunication or face-to-face contact or any other. 3. satisfying the needs of people by changing their location, that is the transportation of passenger or transportation of goods and services. 4. Warehousing and distribution. 5. The wholesale trading, marketing activities. And 6. The retail trade marketing activities in the for the sake of the consumers. Thus, all these exchanges increase the value of an item or a thing or a product or a service because of services provided, and also play an important role in the economics of modern world. The third is the consumption. This is a third aspect of all the economic activities involve the consumption of the goods and services. The word consumption denotes to the final or the direct usage of goods and services to satisfy the wants and needs of the human beings. The aspect of geography consumption has largely been ignored by the geography. But now there is a growing interest among geographers to study the spatial aspects of consumer behavior. The above stated activities are comprising function, interrelationship at various stages of economic production. This functional interrelationship is related to the secondary and tertiary production through various services. The direct or indirect functional relation of all the resources of production depends upon the location, relief, climate, soil, and technical know-how of these areas. Just as the various aspects of the primary production have established functional interrelationship with one another, in the same way, all the factors of secondary production have established functional relation with the factors of primary production. In the same way, tertiary production has functional relation with the primary and secondary production. This functional interrelationship of production not only changes the form and utility of material, but also affects a transformation in their ownership and value. In this manner, the economic activities as core of economic geography is being considered. So far, we dealt with Economic activities as a core of economic geography. In that we have focused on the three categories of activities, namely the production, the exchange, and consumption. In the next session, we will focus on the rest of the sections in this chapter 1, that is the definitions, objectives, and scope of economic geography. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.